So John Delaney went on MSNBC and continued to demonstrate why he has 0% support in the Democratic primary and why he will continue to have 0% support. I love this clip here because of the juxtaposition. Take a look.
How do you distinguish yourself without being divisive at the debate?
So I'm running on real solutions, not impossible promises. I think respectfully, some of the people that I'm running against are running on some impossible promises. And I think at the end of the day, if we go to the general election, we start running on some of these things, we're not going to win. You know, Medicare for all is a good example. I want every American to have health care. I have a plan that gives every American basic health care as a right for free. But I don't make private insurance illegal. I mean, does anyone really think we're going to win the general election if we go out and tell the American people that 150 million of you that have private insurance, and a lot of them like it, that we're the Democratic Party are going to make that illegal? So these are the kind of things I'm talking about, which is let's do some common sense things. Let's stand for the politics of addition. We got a lot of people without health insurance. Let's get them health insurance. Let's not go around taking health care from the American people. Why do we got to stand for that?
Now, you are one of those that have polled in the lower segments. How do you intend to build up your name recognition and your message to go to the higher tier of those that are being polled?
So I think it really starts in many ways next week. I mean, as you know, we're having the first debate next week down in Miami. And, you know, that's the first debate of the 2020 Democratic presidential cycle. And I think this is when most Americans are going to tune in.
Right.
Most of the Democrats who have been tuned in up to this point have been activists or people who haven't tuned in that much, and they know a couple of the names, right? They know the vice president. They know Senator Sanders, right? These folks have 100% name ID. But me and many of the other candidates aren't particularly well known nationally, and I think that changes next week. And so I think this whole election is going to change.
Delusional. Straight up delusional. Come on, man. Do you really believe that? I think he does. I think he actually believes that, which is amazing. Yeah, as soon as the debates happen, everything's going to change during the debates. What reason do you have to believe that? Sure, I got booed in a room full of Democrats at a speech I gave the other day. Sure, I've continued to poll at 0%, but I'm telling you, it's all going to change once I say the same things on a debate stage. He's talking about how his luck is going to turn around in the same segment where he talks about how Medicare for all is wrong and Medicare for all isn't going to work. And by the way, he lies too about Medicare for all. And he's been doing this since he started running. It's all he has, where he says, why would we ban private insurance? Actually, nobody's banning private insurance. There's not a single Medicare for all bill proposed in the United States that bans private insurance. Bernie Sanders' bill allows for what's called supplemental private health insurance. So if you want to, you can get supplemental private insurance. But the reality is, most Americans, the overwhelming majority of Americans, are not going to want it. You want to know why? Because they're going to be paying less, and they're going to be getting better health outcomes and more coverage. Right now, we have 30 to 40 million people who are uninsured. We have about 32 to 40,000 people who die every year because they don't have access to basic health care. We have medical bankruptcies, one of the top causes of bankruptcy in this country. I mean, we will save $5 trillion over a decade, $5 trillion, and everybody's covered and we get better health outcomes. So when he goes out there and acts like they call for making it illegal, nobody calls for making it illegal. Why are you lying? I don't know what's going on in his mind, but he's wrong. You're wrong that it bans private health insurance, but beyond that, the reality is most people will want to use the government system. Now, by the way, the details, it's up in the air. Are we going to do a single-payer system like the UK, where it's public funding of public institutions, or are we going to do more of a French-style system where it's public funding of private institutions? I don't care as long as we get it done, but we need Medicare for all. We need a single payer, that payer being the government. It comes out of our tax money. Now, when you pay, what you pay right now is a private tax. You understand that? You're paying a private tax, premiums, copays, deductibles, all to a for-profit health insurance company. What if I told you save money? Your taxes go up, but your private taxes are eliminated, so you net save money. This is stuff that he's not acknowledged. He has no response to. John Delaney is running for president. Nobody knows a single goddamn thing he's for, dude. Because all he does is talk about what he's against. Even putting aside the fact that I don't agree with his philosophy, even if I agreed with his philosophy, if all he did was talk about what he's against, why the fuck would I support him? Why would I do that? He doesn't run on what he's for, what he's in favor of. He's just, not Bernie is his whole thing. Not social democracy, not Bernie, not actually fixing our problems. Something middle ground, something be practical. Dude, here's my prediction on John Delaney. He's polling at 0% or 1%. Now, I guess he has to be at 1% to get on the debate stage, right? I think he had to either have 65,000 individual donors or poll above 1%, or was it 2%? Whatever it is. Here's my prediction. He will not go up more than 1 percentage point. Okay? So let's say he's polling at 2% now in one poll. He will peak at 3% after the debate. That's what's going to happen. I love how in the same segment he's talking about how my luck will change. It'll be turned around with the debates. As he's saying that, he's shitting on the idea of Medicare for all in the same segment when 80% of his party supports Medicare for all. You can't do that. Hey, everybody in my party, fuck you. I think you're wrong. By the way, my luck is going to turn around very shortly. There's no political instincts here. His political instincts are like, from the show The West Wing. His instincts are like stuck in the 1990s. And I don't know, this is what I'm told by my strategist will work, so I'm just going to keep doing this, even though it's proven time and time again it didn't work. I can't wait for these guys, and not just him, all the other candidates who are goofballs like Hickenlooper, for their bubble to burst, and they realize, oh shit. No, it wasn't just like, a stumble out of the gate type thing. People fucking hate me. Yeah, you're right. We do. And you asked for it.